How's it going, guys? I'm Danny, and this week, how's it going? Messed it up right off the bat. How's it going, y'all? I'm Danny, and this week we're talking about rounding. Real quick, I really like filming over here at my desk because I have a chair and I have a drink of water and I can see my script on the screen right there, but I don't know what y'all think of it. So if you hate it, let me know, and if enough people hate it, I'll go back to setting up all the lights and doing the work over there. But it's gonna take a lot of people hating it because this is pretty nice. Anyway, rounding. I'd say your biggest issue is probably rounding.
You're not ever going to be able to throw far if you don't stop rounding. What a plebeian.
Ha! Rounding. If you've ever done any research to try to improve your form, you've probably come across the term rounding. No, it's not the humble beginnings of baseball. It's a downright epidemic misunderstanding of how to throw. When you watch people throw far, it looks like they're spinning really fast, like a discus thrower or some other athletic thing. And they are, but that's not the biggest source of their power. Inside of all that spinning is a straight line. So throwing does have some rotation. The easiest way to think of it is of a rack and pinion. That's where there's a gear and a bar that has some teeth cut into it. And as the gear spins, the bar moves back and forth. It's how the steering column works in your car. So to translate this to the throw, your torso is the gear and your arm is the bar. So as your torso rotates, your arm gets driven straight forward. So what does this look like when you get it wrong? In my experience, I've seen two types of rounding. The first is where someone reaches across their body and then spins, and the disc never really comes in front of their left shoulder. This means their whole body is spinning and there's not really any straight motion, which means you can pretty much forget about any accuracy or throwing further than about 250 or 300 feet. Unless you have really long arms, then you can crush it out there, but you still have no idea where it's going. The other type of rounding is when the reach back is good, but the disc doesn't really come in tight to the chest. It swings out and around. It's not nearly as common, but the root of both issues is pulling the disc on a curve rather than pulling it straight. So how do you fix it? I like to practice in front of a mirror. I can line up mirror. That's a two-syllable word. But I don't know if I've ever heard it pronounced mirror. It's always just mirror. Like, mirror. Anyway, so I like to practice in front of a mirror. I'll line up at it and make sure my reach back is nice and wide and make sure the disc is being pulled dead straight. There's no left to right movement in it at all. Or I'll turn sideways and make sure my hand gets to the outside and the disc is moving straight. If my hand's on the front of the disc, I'm doing something wrong. It can also be helpful to do a wall drill. You can check out my drills video to get more information on that, but I generally like to either see myself or film myself so I can tell what I'm doing. And one more thing, grip lock. There's no such thing as grip lock. Grip lock comes from rounding. If you're pulling the disc on a curve, gripping it tighter will make the disc come out later on the curve and create what most people call grip lock. But the issue isn't the grip, it's the curve. If I'm pulling the disc straight, my fingers aren't strong enough to change the direction right as it's being released. The disc is going straight. All that's going to change is where along that straight line the disc comes out. And the longer I hold onto it, the more power it's going to have. So you better believe I'm holding onto that sucker like it's the last cheese ball after mom goes vegan. Whew. All right, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more information, you can check out a blog post that I'll link in the description. It goes way in depth with like graphs and diagrams and nerdy things, so check that out if you want to. If you like me filming over here at my desk, give this video a like and remember to subscribe. And until next time, always remember, slow is smooth and smooth is far.